my name is Dr. Julianne. I am your Haka Life physical therapy coach. Just as a reminder, I do have my doctorate in physical therapy, and I've been a PT for about 6 years. I've helped hundreds of people on their journey towards better musculoskeletal health. Now today we're going to be talking about lower back arthritis. I'll give you a little bit of a background, a few tips, and a few exercises. Now all you'll need equipment-wise is just some open floor space, and then some kind of sitting surface. So that can be the edge of the bed, the edge of your couch, or a chair. So today I'm just going to use my trusty office chair. So this guy, okay? So that's really all you'll need today. Before we get into the exercises, there are a few things I want to mention. So low back arthritis is similar to neck arthritis in that on x-ray it looks like a buildup of some extra bone where it isn't normally there. But we're finding, especially with lower back arthritis, in recent research, that there are a lot of people that have what looks like arthritis on an x-ray, but then we look at the person and see if they have any issues, and they actually don't have any pain at all. So it's not a direct correlation. There's a lot of things that go into it. So if you've been told that you have arthritis, don't panic. There's a lot of things that go into it. There's a lot that can be done. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that the low back, I know a lot of people are very worried that it's fragile, that you're worried you're gonna move wrong and throw out your back, or you have that uncle who's had back pain for 30 years and never worked again, right? So those are very well-known concerns. But I want you to think about it like this. Imagine somebody running up a flight of stairs, and while they're running, they have a heart attack. Are we gonna blame that heart attack on the stairs? Are we gonna blame it on running? No, we're gonna look at that person and see what was going on. Maybe they had some underlying heart problems. Maybe their cholesterol was really high. They had a terrible diet. They were a smoker. They were sedentary. You name it, everything goes into it. And the same is true of back pain. There's so many different things that go into it. Your lifestyle, how active you actually are, what your diet is like, what your sleep is like, what your stress levels are like. So there's so much that goes into it. And I don't want you to be concerned if you do start having low back pain. Around 60% of people at some point in their life will have an episode of low back pain, but the vast majority of that resolves within 6 weeks, okay? So your back is strong, it's resilient. We just need to do a few things now to prevent some issues in the future, okay? So those are the big things. As we get into these exercises, for the first two, I kind of want you to pick one or the other that feels best for you. So a lot of times, if you're sitting a long time, the extension-based exercise is gonna feel better. So the one where we bend your spine back. And if you're standing all day, the flexion-based exercise where we bend forward feels a little bit better. So try each one for a little bit and see which one feels better. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first one is just a Cobra. You may have done it in yoga. So you're just gonna get on your stomach here, and I'll show you. You're gonna get on your stomach and just start off nice and relaxed, okay? And then you're just gonna come up onto your elbows. And if you have no problems there and you want a little bit more of a challenge, then you can come up onto your hands, okay? Hold it for 10 seconds, and then relax, okay? So that's the whole exercise. Hold it for 10 seconds, do it 5 times, just once a day, okay? So that's your first exercise. I will meet you at the chair for our second exercise. Okay, so for our second exercise, this one is called a forward trunk bend. So you're, again, just a steady sitting surface. I'm gonna use this chair here. You're gonna scoot towards the edge, okay? And then you're just gonna lean forward and towards the ground. And then come back up, and then you're gonna go over one leg, back up, over the other leg, and back up. So in each position, you're gonna hold it for 10 seconds and do each way 3 times, a few times a day. Okay, a really great one to do at work, because you probably have a chair somewhere. But again, I want you to pick between the very first one, the Cobras, and this one. If you're having some issues, see which one feels better for you, okay? I'll meet you back on the floor for the rest of our exercises. Okay, so for our third exercise, this is a really good one that works on just general mobility in the spine, so anybody can do it. Usually feels pretty comfortable. So this one, you're just gonna lay on your back here. Okay, so nice and relaxed, knees together, feet together. Just rest your hands on your stomach here. And then you're just gonna let your knees go side to side. Maybe only go about halfway down. I don't want you going all the way to the floor. side to side. And notice it's not that my entire back comes off. We're not doing this, right? It's more just right about here and then back to the other side, okay? So you're gonna hold each direction for 10 seconds, do it 5 times, do this 2 or 3 times a day, okay? So those are our mobility exercises. Now we have 2 more exercises that are more based on stability and strength of the spine. So the muscles that run along the side of the spine are actually some of the strongest in the body, but when we spend a lot of time doing sedentary activities, not moving a lot, they tend to get a little bit weaker. So if we can work on that strength, that can really make a big difference, okay? So this next one is called Bird Dog. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe you kind of look like a bird dog when you're doing it, I don't know. But regardless, it's a memorable name. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees, okay? You're gonna be right here. And then for this one, you're just gonna lift up one arm and one leg, but on the opposite side at the same time. So it will look like this. Okay, and then we do the other side. Back. Okay, so you're gonna alternate. And for this one, let's do this one just every other day. And when you do it once a day, okay? 3 sets of 10 on both sides. So it's a lot, but it should get a little bit fatiguing. Okay, so that's a good start on the stability. And then our very last exercise is called plank taps. So you're gonna be in a plank position. It's a really great exercise for your entire body, for your shoulders, your core, your glutes, your hamstrings, the whole thing, okay? So for this one, you're gonna be on either your hands or your elbows. Doing it on your hands is gonna be a little bit easier. Then you can progress to your elbows. So you kind of see what works best for you, okay? So I'll show you what it looks like here. So you're gonna start on your hands, okay? Make sure your body's nice and straight. And then you're just gonna touch one hand to your opposite shoulder. And there you go. Try not to let your body move too much side to side, okay? Just a little bit, okay? So that's what it looks like on your hands, and then on your elbows, here, okay? And then tap, 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 okay? So those are your tips, tricks, and exercises for lower back arthritis. Now remember, at Haka Life Nutrition, we believe in a whole body approach. Get moving daily, eat well, and use quality supplementation. And remember, you are a warrior and can do anything you put your mind to.